Pisces, what's good? I'm your wild and free high priest. This message is for the Pisces Sun and Rising Collective. Regardless of your natal placement, this may resonate with you. I strongly suggest you take only what does, leave the rest to the rest. Before I start the reading, I ask that our guides of the highest, most brilliant divine light protect me, you, and us as I channel and interpret for your Pisces, Piscean, Oceanic Divine. A welling. Okay, so I've been doing these funky styled readings looking ahead based on the last 10 months, the last 20 months, the last year and a half. And now I realize that it's due to Mars, getting a lot of these channeled messages from Mars. Or we are channeling a lot of Mars energy. We're going to keep that number 9. Okay. Pisces, I think you're being careful of who you're minding, who you're paying attention to. I don't know what's up with the camera. It's like visually just weird. Or is it me? It might just be me. Follow the leader type of thing. You're like not. You're like, okay, sure, follow the leader. Who's the leader? Who's the leader? But not in a you don't know. It's like, are they really the leader? And you've had to make, so it seemed like, I think you've been advised to make a decision or to make a choice, but it was more making a decision, and it was more like cut everyone out or cut it all out. You can't possibly cut everyone out, right? Cut things out, cut some folks out, some of the noise, to make certain you are doing well by you and by others that matter. Thank you so much, Pisces. One card for the Pisces Sun and Rising Collective. Hit like if the message resonates along the way. We are looking ahead now at the new Mars cycle, which lasts about 2 years, or it is transformative over the next 2 years. You have 20, and your happiness matters more so mentally. So again, when I mention the words cut out, it's like Libran, Ace of Swords, which is Aquarian, so the King and Queen of Swords. For mental clarity and mental agility, keenness, okay, also looking good, presenting well. I know that's superficial, or it can be very vain to advise someone, but take what you can, extract the symbolism. Is it really about looking the part, or is it about looking your best? Thank you, Pisces. I love it. Card number 20. It's like you're finding out, you're looking at what's working best for you. You're looking who works well with you, and you're not necessarily like following along with the status quo. I'll say that. Like, you may love the Joneses, but you're not really like in pursuit of that. Were you ever? Maybe, but now it's likely that you aren't. And so the situation over the next few months, especially over the next, yes, I'll just leave it at that. And what will transpire and transform, what you will alchemize and transmute. A lot of this is about communication, negotiation. The situation is a free flow of information, compilation of information from existing data, giving and receiving, reaching a compromise, aspiring balance, communication, media, press, advertising, taking a clever and cautious approach. Person is a sharp person who knows how to read people and situations. So it's a very Queen of Swords. Someone with a healthy intuition, highly intelligent and sophisticated. Someone who knows how to focus on what is important. The advice is important decisions should be made solely through discussions. Enter negotiations with an open mind. Try to understand the other side. Don't reveal too much to your opponent, okay? Otherwise, a lack of communication may not be the advisable here. Don't back down either, so don't shy away. And this is lessons learned, coming to conclusions as a result of lessons learned, okay? Listen closely to someone whose words or actions enlighten you through advice or criticism, a teacher. Explain yourself clearly to others. This is also giving me the Alpha and Omega aspect of the King of Swords, which just, it's on, off, or off, on. What are you flicking off? What? Who are you flicking off? Pisces, what's good? You're just flicking them off. They're full of it, aren't they? Okay. I understand the aspect of going along for the discussion, to hear every piece and part, to hear everyone out. It's a dogmatic approach that is enlightening to you. Like, you know, again, with the extraction and the light bulb emoji. Thank you, Pisces. Leave me a comment, say hi, Happy New Year. My Virgo friend is texting me. So you have the healer, the threshold, and the village. And then the kiss. So a lot of sacral in Manipura and Svadhisthana, the sacral, sacral, and the solar plexus. Don't forget the root of it, okay? And it's just, maybe you are not forgetting, and so is the root the love for you as it unfolds for everyone involved? Is it an unconditional love? You have the village as a basis, you have the threshold as your situation, because it's very much you stand apart, but you are still in it. You are of this world, not from it, or is it, I always forget it. Okay, threshold is card 45. Okay, so some of you may be in the mid 40s, and if you're not, it's still a crisis point, because it's likely best for me to advise you not to give in, okay? Don't give in too much. And then don't give in to the insanity, okay? Card 25 is the healer, because you are, again, closing the gap, okay? Something about the mind the gap, which I know is the tube, which is like the subway, but it's the tube, right? Has a lot to do with community. Even if you're a Pisces who's very hermit, who's very Virgo hermit, or deep down in the ocean, like you're still emitting, you're healing the land, you're coded in a way which becomes very esoteric and stellar, okay? But you're on the earth. I always have to remind you, this is a lot about communication. The village is card 41, which is a crisis point. So Pluto in Aquarius is like the King of Swords. What are you turning off? And I apologize. I know that. So, you know, it's like we text in a manner in like the onslaught. Okay. I don't know about you, Pisces. I'm a sun in Pisces, and I've been getting the 8 of Swords. Okay, obviously a decision. 8 of Swords. 8 of Wands. So a lot of communication. On and off, off, on. Okay. This is also on and off with the Gemini aspect here, the Lover's card, Major Arcana number 6, which is a decision. It's a decision in love, whatever that means to you, and finances. Any of those aspects according to family, friends, romance, partners, contracts, door opener or road opener. Okay, we're going to look for the Knight of Cups, because that's you, Pisces. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Discs comes out. It is the Saturn hour on Venus's day. We love Venus. Okay. Mars is conjuncting the Sun. Venus is opposing Jupiter. I think, yes. So we're gonna look for the Knight of Cups. What are you? You're transforming that aspect of you, patience, as a virtue, which go and have a field day, if you will. There's lots to discover. There's like religions have written about these virtues. Virtues are like, you know, dogmatic. But you're making a lot of decisions. Also, what drains you? What do you have patience for? And what has patience for you too? It's like, get out of here if you don't have patience for me, right? Pisces, okay. Yeah, you have a lot of 7, which is auspicious, but also it's also stay in balance is what I'm getting. Okay, now I'm looking for the Knight. Okay, the High Priestess says, leave it behind, you're too good, right? And that's not to like stroke your ego or toot the horn, but there is a judgment call, right? And you're being guided by spirit. Getting a lot of like upper throat chakra, higher heart chakra, and throat chakra. Okay, see all those middle chakras. Wow, there's like a lot going on. Just when I like decided that I wanted to sit and relax or read for you. Where the hell's my Knight of Cups? You guys are hiding. You are hiding. Okay. Hello. This is, okay, yeah, Knight of Cups. Oh my gosh, wow. Venus in Aries. An idea is coming to fruition based on your level of karmic understanding. Yes, the Hangman and the Queen of Pentacles follows you around, right? But it's like they're trying to make whatever you believe, right? Okay, look at this. Do you believe that it's I'm just going to say, is it a demonic force that is binding and hexing, or is it a angelic guiding light that shows you deepest and darkest truths so that you can either transmute, alchemize, or continue to move through it? It is up to you to choose the Wheel of Fortune. What do you relinquish control of? And what binds you? What confines you? What keeps you motivated? What keeps you in a lunacy, right? We're not trying to be enticing, you know, like I want followers, but also like what? There's magic about you regardless, so use your magic to thwart, to exercise, to exorcise, not exercise, but I mean, if you want to exercise, here's what I mean. It's like, it's a lot of illusion. And do they mean it? They're so unconscious, right? Sun and Scorpio, there's a lot of desire. Like, does it consume you? Are you consumed by it? Or is it their aura, their energy field that's like, it's like a use it more as a cathartic release. Like, wow, that's so cool. That was like really good for me. That was also your children. Like, maybe they need to go away from you for a minute. Is that hard for me to say? Maybe someone is acting, maybe these actors, these agents are like, you're like, oh, the maturity level is like, it can be a winding, right? Here you are, Knight of Cups. So we have Sun in Scorpio, Mercury in Sagittarius, Venus in Scorpio. And we have those sevens, 7 of discs, 7 of cups. Here's you, Knight of Cups. This is where you want to go. Taking the leap of faith to start anew. Make a decision that's based on an idea that's coming to be, okay? Because you come to a fine understanding, or there's just like release of the aspect of the full moon, of the full. Wow, I don't know why I said the full moon, but these are like jumping off the full moon. Y'all got me in like this whirl right now. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the Queen of Disc, which is Capricorn. The aspect of the Fool, that is usually seen as like lunatic or crazy, or like, what are you doing? You know why. The Queen of Discs, they may not be able to perceive it. They may not be able to see ideas that are coming to fruition, but you perceive it, you know. Okay, it's 11 on the dot. And here we have, I don't know if my camera, oh, there it is. I have the Wheel of Fortune here. Pisces, like, you've let go of a lot of limiting beliefs, okay, and allowing the right ideas to come through, okay? From that, like, deep well of dark, the swell, the oceanic swell pushes you out. Libra. We were talking so much about Libra, and this is Capricorn season. What outweighs the good, what is worthy to stay, okay? Yes, so many freaking, like, 3 of Cups. Yeah, a lot of community aspects. And the 5 of Pentacles, is it you or is it the world at large, right? A lot of suffering. And sometimes they want to run to you as the healer, right? You have the healer, and you have those hands, and you're rooted in the earth, even though you may feel not of this, not from here. Okay, holy moly. So what does Mars ask of you, right? Hold your power. This is Sun in Capricorn. You truly see that advantage, not in a manipulative manner, not how to take advantage. It's like knowing how to come out advantageously, not to suffer. 4 of Pentacles, knowing how to conserve energy and time and budget finances. Okay, learning over the next 10 months and 20 months, year and a half. What is, yes, look. See the 5 of Pentacles, it should come after the 4 of Pentacles, right? Undoubtedly. But here's the 6 of Pentacles. This is part of the community, and this is you in the hermit zone, right? 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Discs, Sun in Capricorn is you taking time out, and then you appearing in the community. 6 of Pentacles, being a part of seeing it for what it is, travel, and there's something about compromise, fairness, okay? But that's the moon in Taurus. And then here's more Taurian and more Libra, Taurus and Libra, the Empress, Venus in Libra and Venus in Taurus. Wow. So you're somehow guided, okay? Somehow guided through this. You do have hopes for better, because look, what will clear up is a lot of that mentality, okay? We have the sun at the bottom of the deck. That's what's trying to be presented to you and shown to you. And mostly we can see that you're not repeating a lot of the same old mistakes. Also, you're not appearing to treat others fairly over you. So treating them fairly means treating yourself fairly. If it means you have to cut them off, cut them out, it means you have to put them on pause, put them on timeout for that. Meanwhile, Mars in Gemini, also a lot of what you have learned in the last 10 to 20 months, a full year and a half ago, you've learned a lot about mistreatment, misjudgment, miscalculation, miscommunication, okay? Mars in Gemini is now alluding to becoming very clear so that you can communicate successfully and garner and gain and attain what you really truly want, the good partnerships, the good contracts. And it's due to you because you have the Empress. You do have high hopes. The fear here is acting out of spite and malice, or acting immaturely, or dealing with immaturity. Around you, you will come to see what is truly fair for you, to you, what is truly fair in the, around you. And you're doing it rightfully. You're doing it right for you. First, it comes from you. And Four of Pentacles is sometimes devoted to that solar power, that masculine power. Okay, how to shine without overdoing, and how to conserve without hiding. Okay, that's that fine balance. You've learned a lot about that. The sun means you shine regardless. You're a healer. You're gonna get through it. Okay, all about relationships here. Somehow it has led you to this scope. Okay. Let's just get one more. Wow, you have the Strength card. I just want to know one more for advice. Okay, look, that's you. Knight of Cups. Okay. Oh yeah, does it want to show up? Ace of Cups. You have the power of love. The power of love compels you. Okay. Scorpionic, also very Piscean. Shadow aspect of Aquarius. Okay. What have you allowed to remain on when it should be off? Okay, what have you allowed to remain off that should be on? Shown to the world. Shine the light on it. Highlight it. Bring the limelight onto it. Transformative. Out of the swamp is the way I see it. When I see the lotus flower, okay, the koi fish, fortune and fortunate. Okay. Oh my God, with this freaking 8 of Wands, I know y'all. It's like parsing data, analytics. Okay. I know Pisces, you're like, fuck the data. Look, 10 of Cups. You're like, that's a bunch of bull. Okay. Look, we're talking about fortune, the wheel of fortune, Jupiter. Okay. We are now in the Jupiter hour. Okay. It's like, let go and let God. And also, Jesus now wants you to take the wheel, regardless of whether you consider, who is Jesus? I don't know. Someone. It doesn't have to be anyone, indeed. Okay. Why Four of Pentacles? Look, oh my God, this is what I was just saying. Because of what I just said, on and off, too much incoming. You have to start something new, and there's too much of the same old BS coming through. Cut it out. You're cutting it out. What can go on? What can stay on? What needs to be shut down? What needs to be shut off? Okay, the valve. A lot of this, like, incoherent, nostalgic, but a lot of it has to do with soulmates. And maybe at this point, it's standing alone in the threshold at the crossroads to determine what is more this wishful thinking, okay? What is more lessons that I need to learn, okay? Where can I communicate better to with these folks that want to keep me in that struggle or in that liminal space, or always wanting to fix it for them, right? Okay. And we said judgment. We said it was a judgment call. Okay, and the Empress wants to appear as well. So we're going to leave judgment out. Pluto, we have Aquarius, Sun in Scorpio, and Mercury in Sagittarius. Why the Nine of Swords? Taurus, the Hierophant, bringing order to disorder, okay? Organizing thoughts, organizing mind. What is it? Honest, safe, detachment, okay? Disassociate from that which is no longer justifiable, okay? Also learning what is a good contract, knowing, intuiting, becoming, you're being led to it. See, because God, the all, the omnipotent, the universe, whoever, whatever, your ancestors too with the Nine of Swords, they're like, that's no good. We gotta, now you're here at this threshold, you're at the crossroads. Let us take you where there is good, okay? Organize your thoughts in your mind and your plans, your plan of action. None of this is based on the Gregorian calendar, like the resolutions. Like maybe like the way I think about it is like, shouldn't you create a resolution every week or every day that you wake up, you resolve to perform something, do something? Okay. Wow, and we've hit 11, 11, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. More clarity. Yes, you are at the crossroads. It is more so about you than it is about them. Okay, this is you taking your power back. Here's the Queen of Swords. It says, when I think clearly, after I shut everything off that needs to be shut off, after I've turned what needs to be turned on, okay, the mind in the mind, then I can see clearly, then I know where I'm going, then I know who needs to be cut out, then I know what to address. This is also the creation of a new contract, but I know there's like worry. I think you understand the concern is something you can let go of, right? The Wheel of Fortune. As long as you're well organized, because look, there's discontent with the former. There's discontent with, I think maybe a lot of people around you are feeling left out, and maybe you're discontent with the way of the world around you. And it's knowing that there's a gift you have that God wants you to put to use. The universe, the all. Okay. It's something you know about relationships or people that you've been in relationships with, or family. They're like, they know now where they acted, where they were actors, where they were agents, okay, for suffering, okay, no longer. You're showing up very differently. Perhaps it's advisable for me to say, do you have to be modest as long as there's humility, then show up in your best and look the best. Is it about playing a part or a role? I think for you, it is about owning it and becoming it and knowing you were always it. Okay, Pisces, thank you very much. I honor you. Have a fabulous Mars and Sun conjunction. It's, I'm getting a lot. I took a break, but here I am. Okay, ciao. Hit like and don't forget to subscribe. If you're still hanging out, you might as well. Leave me a like, please. Share this with other Pisceans and say hello, leave me a comment. And I don't know, do you need to hype the video? I don't think I'm at that level, but if it lets you, you might as well hype it. You might as well like it. Thank you. Ciao.